Hello everybody, my name is Suman Dua. I'm a registered migration agent at Nationwide Migration and Education. As you all know that recently federal budget was announced, so we will be talking about the migration program planning levels for the next financial year. The government has announced that they will be maintaining the migration program planning levels like last year, which was sitting at 160,000 places. They have also announced that family and skilled migration will also be maintained at the same migration levels like last year. They will be focusing on the onshore applications, especially for the partner visas, which will help in reducing the partner visa pipeline. So the number of places that were allocated for family visas was 77,300 for last financial year, which will be maintained at the same number for next financial year as well. They have allocated 79,600 places for the skilled visas, which includes the employer-sponsored visas, global talent visas, skilled visas like 189, 190, 491, and also the business and investor visas. They will be giving about 50% of places to the skilled visas, and high priority will be given to employer-sponsored visas, especially on the priority migration list, global talent visas, and the business and investor visas. They have also advised that the size of the program will remain as a ceiling rather than a target. So what it means is that 160,000 is a ceiling and not a target. So it is a possibility that they may not fill 160,000 places for next financial year. Humanitarian program will be maintained at 13,700 places, which is same as last year as well. On my screen now you can see the migration program planning levels of this financial year, which is 2020-21. So looks like the next migration program will also look similar to this one. So as you can see that employer sponsored were given 22,000 places, and business innovation and investment program was given 13,500 places, and global talent was given 15,000 places. So there is a possibility that maybe the skilled migration will be given a little bit more seats than last year, because they are planning to distribute and give 50% of the seats to the skilled visas. So with the family visas, they were allocated 77,300 places, which will be same this year as well. It also seems like that global talent visas will be given a lot of priority next financial year. So government has allocated 550 million in the next 4 years to attract talent and business from overseas. The ATO will provide fast-track tax advice to foreign investors, and individual tax residency rules will be simplified. They have also advised that they will be streamlining the global talent visas to target highly skilled individuals when circumstances allow. Regarding the net overseas migration, so as previously noted, net overseas migration is expected to fall from around 154,000 persons in 2019-20 to be around minus 72,000 persons by the end of 2020-21, before gradually increasing to around 201,000 persons in 2023-24. It was also announced in the federal budget that new permanent residents will have to wait for 4 years before they will be eligible for the social security payments. So these include family tax benefit B. So previously there was no wait for this family tax benefit B. Family tax benefit A, previously the wait was 1 year, so it is now going to be 4 years from next year. Carer allowance, carer payment, so this also had 1 to 2 years of wait, and now the applicants will have to wait for 4 years before they will be eligible for the carer payment. Parental leave pay, dad and partner pay, previous wait was 2 years, and now it will be 4 years from next financial year. Now let's just look at the state allocation numbers for this financial year. So they will be quite similar in the next financial year as well. There is a possibility that states may be given a bit more quota for the 190 or 491 visa. So if you look at this year's allocation for the states for 190 and 491 visa, you can see that New South Wales was given the highest number, followed by South Australia and then Victoria. So usually these 3 states always get a high number than any other state. Also what happened was that South Australia was given 500 extra places just at the end of this financial year. So previously they had 1,500 places for 190, and they were given 500 extra places, bringing it up to 2,000 places. And for 491 as well, they were given additional 150 places, bringing it to 2,000 places for this financial year. So same with Tasmania. So Tasmania was given 350 extra places this financial year, bringing it to 1,750 places. So we are expecting that states will at least keep the same number, or they may be given some extra seats for the 190 or the 491 visas. Another thing that we noticed this financial year was that most states, they focused on critical workers only, but it looks like that when they will open in the next financial year, they will be focusing on other occupations, and many states will come up with a much larger occupation list. Unfortunately, there were no announcements made regarding the return of international students to Australia, but it does seem like that the borders may not open until mid next year. Hospitality and tourism sector has also been added as one of the critical sectors as per the Department of Home Affairs. So what it means is that now the international students can work more hours if they are working in the tourism or hospitality sector. And if you are somebody who is in Australia and your temporary visa is expiring and you are working in the hospitality or tourism sector, you can now get a 408 COVID visa for 12 months. We have made a separate video regarding this announcement. We will put the link in the description. So under the new budget, Australia's borders will effectively be closed for skilled migrants unless you are somebody who is highly talented, like you fall under the Global Talent Program. So we have seen a lot of invitations under the Global Talent Program where the applicants were based offshore. It's just because they were highly skilled and talented, they have been invited by the department. We have also seen a lot of grants under the employer-sponsored visas like 482 or 186 visa if the applicant's occupation was on the priority migration skilled occupation list. And the department has also allowed the business and investor visa applicants to come to Australia as the borders restrictions do not apply to them. While the borders remain closed to most, there are still opportunities for the best and the brightest to migrate to Australia. If you have any questions, please get in touch with us. Stay updated about Australia's immigration. Make sure that you subscribe to our channel.